Globally, 26,000 terawatt-hours of electricity is produced every year. Around 5% of that comes from wind, up from basically zero just 10 years ago. In this video, we will cover the explosion in wind power across the globe in the last decade and visualize it on a world map. Global wind electricity production makes up a sizable share of the total renewable energy production and is just under 5% of the total global electricity production. In this video, we will mark the production on a world map, and every pink marker represents 2 terawatt-hours of wind energy. In 1997, when we start our time frame, only 3 nations on Earth produced more than that, to be visible on this scale: Denmark, Germany and the US. By the turn of the millennium, Spain and India joins, but it is mainly in Germany that production is growing fast. By 2005, more nations are joining in, including China, Japan, Australia and Canada. But it is in Europe the large investments are occurring. By 2010, China is picking up, and the production in the US has grown to close to 100 terawatt-hours, and they are now the largest producer in the world. The global production has threefolded in 5 years, and more than tenfolded during the first decade of the 21st century. By 2012, Brazil and Egypt have received the first markers on the South American and the African continent respectively, and the global production passes 500 terawatt-hours every year. The production continues to increase in the US and in China over the coming years, while the growth rate slows down a bit in Europe. In 2016, China passes the US as the leading global wind electricity producer, and by 2018, the global production has reached 1,270 terawatt-hours, with China and the US together accounting for half of that number. Wind power has the potential of being a replacement of fossil fuels and reducing the emissions of carbon dioxide. Wind energy can be functional in the right environment, but it should also be noted that it comes with negative aspects as well. Every single turbine generates by a comparison smaller amount of energy, and the wind turbine park requires large land or coastal areas to be exploited. Wind energy also lacks the storing capacity of water, nuclear or fossil fuel-based electricity production, and would require large batteries to store energy for less windy days. Wind power is subsidized by governments in parts of the world, but it should of course be noted that so is other energy sources, sometimes many times more than wind power. I hope you enjoyed this short introduction into one of the fastest growing energy sources in the world, and I have more videos on the topic coming out in the future. If you're interested in those or other videos of mine, you can subscribe or click through to one of the video suggestions featured on the screen.